Hi, so this week I wanted to do something really fun and special with the rats because I don't know how long I'm going to have left being a rat keeper, with these boys being my last rats, Kinder, Tiffin and Toast. After them I am taking a break and stopping owning rats, so I don't know how long it's going to be. I could have days, weeks, months. I just want to make sure I make the most of it now more than ever. So this week I wanted to pack in all of the fun things, do everything possible with them and film it for you guys as well. So that is what this video is going to be, doing fun things with my rats, possibly some of them for the last time. Kinder here is roughly around 2 years and 2 months old, and it's really starting to show. He was doing pretty good for a while, but his back legs have started to go. I think he's got a tumour and he just looks a bit rough, like an old rat tends to. So now more than ever I think it's really important that I just make as many memories with them as possible whilst I still have the time. So we're going to try and have a good time this week, aren't we, buddy? Yeah, I love you. So all of my pets have their own separate treats, and I sometimes forget that the rats can have pretty much anything that anyone else is having. And since getting chinchillas, because they can only have a very limited type of treat and not very often, I've got some pretty unusual things in at the moment that I've never had. The rats have definitely not had. So in here we've got things like goji berries and bee pollen, which is very exotic for the rats. So gonna see what they think to these treats. I've had them for a couple of months and just never really thought to give them or try them. So let's see what they think. Do you want to try one of these? You're not sure? What's this? Tiffin, what's this? Oh, snatched. Do you want to try? Try it. You are so fussy. Here, I'll put it there. Try it, Toast. Kinder, what's this? Oh, good boy. You are not fussy. You're not fussy. Look at all your paw friend. Oh, get it. Good boy. What do we think to some bee pollen? Oh my goodness, straight in there. You are like Winnie the Pooh. You've had one of those. Try something different. Try something different. It's just taking every single berry. Okay, dead fish warning. Skip to this timestamp if you don't want to see sprats. But I feed these to my dog and she loves them. I've seen people giving them to their rats and it's just never occurred to me. So I've got 3 little fishies and I'm going to see what they think. They're probably going to love this. Pick a fish. Take it. Good boy. Are you scared of every single food? Good boy. Oh, now they're gonna fight over it. I'm fairly sure in these drawers I've got foraging toys I've not used very often, or some that I've never actually used at all, like this one. This probably won't last that long because it is made of cardboard, but I've had this and just never given it to them, so I might as well use them whilst I still can. So let's give them this one. I don't want to put this somewhere that's going to be too difficult to reach because Kinder's legs are starting to go, but equally I don't want it to be too easy, so kind of. I think he can reach if I put it there. So the next thing that I am going to do with them now is their paw print paintings. I have done these pretty much since I got my first couple of pairs of rats, and they're all up there. They've been knocked down by a certain elderly rat that should not be climbing to such high places, but I really need to do them because I've not done any for Kinder, Tiffin or Toast, and ironically I've pretty much got just enough space for the 3 of them to complete that shelf, and then it will be done. Like, I don't have any more rats to do paintings that will go up there. I was starting to worry what I would do eventually when I ran out of space, because that was gonna happen pretty quick, but weirdly, just with how things have come around, that is now going to be completed and finished, and they're going to be the last rats to do paintings that will go up there. So I'm running out of colour combinations. I hope I've got enough to do them, but we're going to do that with them because I've not done it yet. So I'm currently stood on top of my rat cage and I'm trying to figure out what colour combinations I've not already done for their paintings. There's not that many left. We've got orange and blue, red and green, red and yellow, purple and yellow, or green and purple. And I think, given that yellow doesn't really show up that well, I might not use that. I think I'm gonna go green and purple for Kinder, red and green for Toast, and orange and blue for Tiffin, I think. So that is gonna complete it. I've got this much space to put 3 more paintings, so I might have to stagger them slightly, but yeah, then it's gonna be complete and I've used up most of my paints. You've heard of pea fishing, but today we're going blueberry bobbin. So I've had this big old log knocking around for months, not knowing what to do with it, because picture on screen of what I thought I was buying. I was wanting to use this with the mice, but it's just like a big round log that I've not known what to do with. And I looked at it one day a couple of weeks ago and was like, right, I'm gonna turn this into something that I can use with the rats. And they've actually been loving it, so I'm gonna do it again for them and film it and show you guys, because somehow I've managed to turn this into something that's actually enriching. Ta-da! So I've made them their own little malt paste spray holder boat situation, and they really do enjoy this. I've done this a couple of times. So quick, so easy, considering that I didn't want this piece of wood to start with. They have been loving this the past couple of weeks, so I'm gonna give it to them again, and it keeps them busy for a fair while. So those are all of the activities that I did with my rats this week, and doing this has really made me realise that I am going to miss this side of owning rats a lot, to be honest, but I'm really glad that I now have this to look back on. I hope you guys also enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!